This is a presentation of the Badlands Media Network. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 86 of the Ratligator Report. Today is May 15th, 2023. I thank you for joining me, and I hope you had a fantastic Mother's Day weekend. I tell people who have lost their parents, and we know how important they are, and it's the risk of me getting emotional here, but if your mother is alive in your memory, your mother still walks with you every day. And we should celebrate Mother's Day when she's alive and when she has left us. So I just hope everybody was able to have something of an orientation like that and truly enjoyed the day. I happened to find my mother died in December 2017. And I happened to find yesterday, just through the spirit moving in me, the video we had put together for her wake. And I had been looking for it. It was just such a devastating time. So much was going on, and you just are out of sorts. And I couldn't find the damn video. And I found it yesterday. And so I sent it to my siblings and some friends. It was a beautiful video for a beautiful woman. But yeah, it's an incredible continuation this week. I had a friend text me yesterday that I met out at GART and said, "Hey man, a lot of winning going on." And that's exactly right. We're having a phenomenal period, gathering momentum even within the drip, drip, drip that may still be going on for a period of years. I keep saying this to people. But I happened to watch most of the Defected show last night. Enjoyed it greatly. Of course, Kyle and Burning Bright are fantastic. The casual conversation. I'm at a little bit now. I hadn't finished, but I'm at a little bit now where they're a little bit upset over the whole Proud Boys, Oath Keepers thing, and people getting on them in chat, blah, 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 all like that. I keep saying, this information war has layers to it. And one of the things, again, we're just friends talking, and we have varied opinions about a lot of stuff, even amidst all the agreement. One of the things I think people miss is the likelihood when you watch a video and these people are marching in lockstep and they have masks and they've got these flags and they're doing all this stuff and people are screaming feds, feds, feds. They're not motherfucking feds. Okay. And what we need to understand is the layers of this war, the factions within this war, and how people want to fake the funk and fool you. My personal opinion is both of those outfits, Proud Boys and Oath Keepers, have inspiration and funding that's secret. And if you get to the bottom of it, what you're going to see is Russia and or China. That's what the hell you're going to see. And they want to fake because they want you really upset with the feds. They want you really saying the FBI has totally shit on you as an American. They don't want you to have faith in this country. So that's what's going on. We need to be much smarter, in my estimation, about how we embrace some of this foolishness. And yes, they have preyed on some of the sentiments within our movement. And they have people within this movement of ours, MAGA, who are supporting them, but for what they think are the best of reasons. But there's a lot of fakery going on. Trust me when I tell you. And it's not the feds. I will revert back to, we do have to be very concerned about the CIA, because I do think much of this information war is a spy versus spy information battle between defense intelligence on our side and central intelligence not on our side. And I'm saying that and then admitting in the next breath, hey, it could be we've got this decades-long money laundering thing, and maybe even the CIA has been clandestinely participating in that sting. Maybe even Brennan's acceptance of Islam is a part of that sting. I don't believe them. I think the boy has done us wrong, but I do acknowledge the possibility. A lot of stuff is going on that we don't really quite grasp. And that was obvious from listening to the conversation last night on Defected, which I will get to in a minute. Probably will ramble quite a bit today, given that. But let's see how the show goes organically. Good morning, Eurythmic, Flying Storm. A lot of stuff going on. Yeah, everything is tied together. Everything is tied together. Do I think CNN will ever invite Trump again? Absolutely, positively. We have to, and they dwelled on this a little bit on Defected last night. Listen, I should have pulled up, and maybe I'll do it tomorrow, but you have to understand that CNN is kind of sort of with us right now in terms of its ownership and management. Now, the Anderson Cooper people, they're rank and file people, they're clueless. They don't get it. They don't know. I think some of them suspect it. But we've effectively done a hostile takeover of CNN. John Malone, absolutely, positively Trump supporter. Let's see, what did I write down here? Yeah, and they went over this. There's even a connection to Oracle. If you remember Richard the Saint's tremendous contributions months ago, and hell, things are conflating so much, it might even be a little bit more than a year ago. I mean, he was really harping on the Oracle connection and how much that meant for us. But that's all part of the CNN universe now, kind of, sort of. The Chris Licht guy, if you've seen him take some of these people on that panel after the Trump town hall who were talking so much craziness. They were in a state of shock. Byron Donalds had to bitch slap him, and did a phenomenal job doing so. Chris Licht had to pull a person or two in and say, hey, this ain't what we do. You're being overly emotional. That is not what you get out and do. We need to be neutral in our presentation. And, they did mention this on Defected, and I do think there is something of a, what do I say, a switch going on. Fox News has been outfoxed. The Murdochs doing their globalist bullshit. They've been outfoxed. And Tucker Carlson giving them the heave-ho and saying, hey, I'm on Twitter. Come at me if you want. Very strong move. And MSNBC, we don't give a damn about. Let them be who the hell they are. Fox drifts in another globalist direction, and that's their place. Okay, fine. But if we get CNN in the middle, something of a more dispassionate center-left operation that does allow center-right or right-wing engagement, okay, very good. I'm good with that. There's just so much Eurythmic. There's so much. Yes, illegal immigration finally affecting blue states. I don't have the video. Take it on faith. But did y'all see the city council meeting? Chicago. African Americans saying, okay, we've had enough of this shit. We've had enough. You keep bringing these illegals in, and we're sitting back saying, why the hell are we spending all this money? Why the hell are we gifting all these benefits on these people? And I can testify to you, I can assure you that conversation is going on in Black America all across the country. People are seeing this and saying, what the hell is going on here? Something is way off track here. We are not signing off on that crap. So, these are good things. These are very, very good things. The country needed to be brought along in this kind of way, in my estimation. Oh man, I need to go find. I saw a video, good. I'm a Florida boy. The DeSantis stuff speaks to me, some of the foolish attacks on DeSantis. But I have to find it. I saw Dan Le Batard, Miami boy with a national show arising out of sports, but it addresses everything now. And he had on this, oh my goodness, anyway, it was a very left-wing guy attacking DeSantis and basically saying, well, why the hell is he attacking Disney? And he ain't attacking Disney. He's putting Disney in their place. And it's long overdue. And he kept lying. It's like an 8-minute video. Let me find it because I want to play it. I want y'all to see what the hell is going on here in Florida with this craziness. Goodness. Yeah, I should have pulled it up before. I saw it. Give me a minute. I probably can find on YouTube Dan Le Batard. Yeah, that's probably where it was. I forgot to pull this up and actually forgot how much I wanted to use it on the show. And all of a sudden it just popped into my head. Why is DeSantis fighting Disney? There we go. It's 8 minutes. Let me share my screen. And this will give me a chance to check the chat and then come back after the video. Everything looks good. Here's the share. I want to play.
Because we keep talking woke this, woke that. And one of the things filed under woke is DeSantis' decision to fight Disney. A bad idea in our corrupt state to fight the entity that has been here longer, power grabbing in the state of Florida than any entity, any economy. A bad fight for him to pick. He is losing it. You've mentioned that in the polling. What is the latest? You've covered the whole history of Disney with us. What is the latest as it regards to missteps that he is making as he heads into a fight with Trump because he continues to fight Disney when he probably needs to not be fighting Disney?
Yeah, Disney survived a lot of Florida governors, a lot of presidencies, a lot of regimes. I anticipate that they will survive this one. I don't think they're going to come out of it unscathed because you have a situation here where these are not serious people who want to talk about policy. What you just have is white men who can't admit when they're wrong. That's basically what you're dealing with. So this guy's got to double, triple, quadruple down. And the Florida legislature just, I think, gave him another $6 million war chest to pay outside attorneys to fight these unconstitutional losing battles that we're forced as taxpayers here in Florida to fight left and right because our government does crazy shit like picking fights with Mickey Mouse. And what's happening is that you have an extraordinary record that the Disney lawyers, who are better than the Florida lawyers, all of you know, the lawyers have accumulated where
it's hard to explain to people the talent level difference in this lawyering, correct?
Yeah, I think what it comes down to, though, is what it always comes down to, which is judges and what decisions judges will make and what decisions, the Supreme Court may ultimately make. But I think what you have here is a textbook case of First Amendment retaliation, and they have memorialized this through countless videos, through countless sound bites from the governor and the Florida legislators themselves who were pushing this legislation to punish Disney for exercising its First Amendment right to express some minor dude, that's the thing too, is that Disney wasn't fighting anybody on anything. They put out a pretty lame statement saying, we think this is wrong, what the government's doing, which is like enshrined in the Bill of Rights, numero uno, okay? And yet he continues to go and stick his foot in his mouth on television, which just goes to show you the impunity, the mob boss mentality of this government. When you have already admitted that the only reason you targeted this company is because you didn't like their political speech because they disagreed with you publicly. And then he goes on Newsmax, of all places, and gives an interview this past week where he quintuples down at this point. He says that, hey, guess what? This is I've been pretty successful at this because we haven't heard a peep out of Disney since I bitch slapped him. He basically says like a mob boss going out there like I dared you to open your mouth. We got them to shut their mouths. It's unbelievable.
Can we hear this and see this video from Newsmax?
Well, first, the big issue with Disney was they exercised a lot of political influence in this town, and they tried to fight us on things like parents' rights and things that are really important to the people of Florida. We beat them on that. We signed the Parents' Rights Bill, and we've expanded protections, and we've done a lot of stuff to go back and fight woke ideology. Since our skirmish last year, Disney has not been involved in any of those issues. They have not made a peep. That ultimately is the most important, that Disney is not allowed to pervert the system to the detriment of Floridians.
So on that front, you see this as a win for you already.
So that's a win for the people of Florida.
Mob boss. I mean, what else?
Roy, as the attack on minorities continues, as you prepare, as you brace for more overt racism than we have ever seen from politicians that are seeking, as Billy said,
Nazis are his base.
2023, Nazis. 2023. That's the base that you're afraid of angering. That's the base you're placating as you continue to stir fear of others are going to come and take all your stuff more than they already have. As you stir white unhappiness to blame others, you see what's happening in a place that you've lived all your life, that you love the same way that I love. And you see Florida and it embarrasses you and it scares you how?
Same as it ever was, Dan. If you look at it from a national perspective, like it's been a generational fight just to get equal rights here, just to be accepted at the table. So when I look at it as a husband, as a father, looking at my daughter Claire, thinking about when she has children, her children will have to fight this fight. And to me, that's the saddest thing of all, is like our children's children is going to feel this way.
We were, it seemed like, headed to some sort of progress, Billy, and it has been a retreat and a backlash that one can assume starts with Barack Obama was running this country and Donald Trump and DeSantis identifying, both of them identifying an unrest and an unhappiness that I underestimated personally, and now threatens the place that I live from every angle.
I think having a black man in the White House broke people's brains. I think that's, and I think that Republicans have looking at the demographic shifts in this country and understand that they're basically the dinosaur cursing the meteor hurtling toward the earth, know that the only thing they can do is to demagogue and to gerrymander and to effectively cheat. And so you have to exploit that. You have to exploit that fear. And they learned something very interesting in 2008 in the state of Florida, when not only people of color, but Floridians turned out in droves to vote for Barack Obama, not only our first black president, but one of the most liberal candidates to certainly ever win the presidency since Jimmy Carter. On the same ballot, Dan, Florida passed a state constitutional amendment that codified marriage as being between a man and a woman. So what we did was we turned out and voted for Barack Obama for president, and then discriminated against and destroyed the civil rights of another minority group. So that was a real wake-up call too to Republicans that, oh, we can actually get more people on our side and under our tent if we go after this particular group, the LGBTQ plus, the drag queen community, the trans community. And it was a very clever and sophisticated move. I think that, I believe that that's working. That's why I say this primary is a race to the bottom. I think Peter Thiel, sees it and suspects that something's up, but it's not helping any Floridians. I have to keep coming back to that because just 2 days ago, Ron DeSantis signed a bill that he himself proposed to the legislators in February, that the Republican House and Senate dutifully passed, and he signed into law, that requires, used to be public companies, but now it requires all companies, including private companies with 25 or more employees, to verify the immigration status of all workers. And what's happening around the state of Florida, Dan? Construction and agriculture work sites are deserted, are empty. People are forced to walk off the job and not show up. So in a state whose economy is tourism, Disney, construction and development, and agriculture, the governor is destroying those industries in our state. It's remarkable.
Okay, you laugh, and it's to keep from crying. I will continue here if you're not.
Oh boy, I hope that got rid of my screen share. Oh boy, let me just watch and verify. Yeah, it did. Thank you. And so yes, maybe I should take a look at getting these ads, since y'all know me so well and do look out for me. I greatly appreciate that. I have to upload an image, but I've got that for the next segment. So first ad is, oh hell, you know what? I didn't upload that. This is what Diana was trying to get me to do, and I did not do. So give me a minute so I can upload that image and be right with Kitty. She changes these damn things up, and it's like, hey, I'm an old man who just wants to go with the regular. Okay, can we just go with the regular? And that is apparently not. So first ad, did you know, similar script, that when you go to the mypillow.com website and click on the radio/podcast square, your world will open up to tons of amazing specials. MyPillow is offering to our Badlands community. As soon as you enter the promo code Badlands, you'll save up to 66% on everything there on the website. Yes, you'll find the buy one, get one special for the incredible MyPillow 2.0. But right now, Mike is giving us deals like his MyPillow sandals for just $19.50, beach blankets for up to 60% off, 6% MyPillow towel sets on clearance for only $25, Giza sheet sets for as low as $29.98, all season My Slippers for as low as $25, and 40% off mattress toppers and MyPillow down blankets. Be sure to use the promo code Badlands to get your discount at mypillow.com. That's mypillow.com, promo code Badlands. Okay. And we take that one off and we get ready for the next. Oh goodness. Yeah, this one. The new ads. All right. It's family meeting time, right? When the store shelves are empty in the coming months, how are you going to provide protein for your family? Protein is a critical building block for survival, and knowing that you have sous vide, freeze-dried, all-American beef from ranches in Texas that have never, ever given their cows an mRNA jab on your pantry shelf. And this will give you tremendous peace of mind. Meet NoBugsBeef.com, a veteran-owned distributor of premium freeze-dried beef that's stored in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers for maximum shelf life. No Bugs Beef cubes will stay shelf stable for more than 10 years. without refrigeration and with maximum nutrition and flavor. Just soak it in water for 15 minutes and it's ready to eat. These aren't typical survival meats either. They're premium cuts of ribeye, New York straight, New York strip, tenderloin, sirloin, and chuck. Don't let your family get caught without premium protein on your shelves. Go to nobugsbeef.com and use the promo code BADLANDS for an additional 10% off your order. That's nobugsbeef.com, promo code BADLANDS. And just a quick reminder to check out Badlands Marketplace on our website, badlandsmarketplace.com. And this is where you'll find nobugsbeef.com and a growing number of America First businesses listed. As always, we ask that you please help us build our parallel economy by shopping America First. And you know, I heard on the the Defected show, they said my Florida boy CanCon opened up the product, not really understanding what the product was, and started nibbling on the damn beef cubes without soaking the damn thing in water. That is beautiful. I mean, we got to have CanCon tell that story someday. It's like, okay, what the hell happened with your stomach, bro? Just tell us the truth. Shame the devil. Let me get back to our chat. And yeah, I highly recommend, if you didn't watch Defected last night, set aside a little bit of time. It was a long ass show, but very good casual discussion. I'm sure my little Nazi stuff in Ukraine has generated some. Wait a minute, what are we seeing as immaturity? Yeah, here's the thing. I guess I'm just gonna have to keep harping on my opinion on the Ron DeSantis thing, best governor in the nation. Clearly on Team Trump, clearly soaking up oxygen that people would want to use because they've clearly latched on to him in an attempt to destroy him eventually. They don't love Ron DeSantis. They don't give a damn about Ron DeSantis. What they want to stop is the MAGA movement, and they want to generate dissension. It's very much like, if you think about it, look at what has happened with the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers. There's a dedicated crew within our movement that have just taken the bait, hook, line, and sinker, which is what they want. We need to be discerning. We really need to take a step back and be discerning. And if you don't see how they've set up a narrative to make you hate Ron DeSantis, you are not paying attention. So yeah, I think it's a smart play by Team Trump. I think it's a smart play by Ron DeSantis, even if he announces in opposition to Donald Trump and run in the primaries. Soak up the oxygen for these sapsuckers, okay? If they want to roll with him, they want to play this game, let's play the game. Let's play the game. I don't have a problem with that. And Diane, here's the thing. If Ron DeSantis, he may, I don't know what the battle plan is, but if he steps out, he leaves a vacuum. Who are they going to run to? Who are they then going to start pimping? How are they going to do it? I'm okay if he steps out or if he stays in. And I think that should be our position. Ron DeSantis is with us. You got to work real hard to not understand that, in my estimation. You're saying if Ron stays in, you see it as immaturity. The man who's a founding member of the Freedom Caucus, handpicked by Donald Trump to be governor of Florida. Now, remember, I'm going to repeat this. Ron DeSantis is from my part of the state. I wasn't thinking about Ron DeSantis running for governor. Wasn't even thinking about it. It was going to be Adam Putnam. That was clearly the establishment Republican choice. Well-situated politician from Imperial Polk County, I mean, he was going to be the governor until Donald Trump stepped in. And like Ron DeSantis. I mean, I was even, when this thing originally happened, it's like, hey, man, you stepped in your stuff. You're dipping in the state politics here. I'm not sure I'm big on this. I'm just love you, support you, but I don't think you need to be doing this. But he pumped him hard, and I, of course, ultimately voted for him, primaries and governor. But he's governor because of Donald Trump. There's no way in hell he's turning his back on Donald Trump. Yeah, I don't know what the Biden speech at Howard. Just a little insight on this thing, personal interaction. My wife has a niece who graduated from grad school at Howard this term. So my wife was up there at the graduation and all of that good stuff. I don't know what the hell Biden said. We talked. We didn't talk about Biden's speech at all. Well, of course, she knows where I'm on. So she might not have wanted to get into listening to me talking to Yang. But I don't know how he was received or how he did. I've also said, y'all probably know, maybe you don't. I have to go. Maybe what I need to do is start pulling up my old, because I did save my old account at Twitter, even though I can't access it and use it in the current. I have the old tweets. And one of the things I planned on doing with this channel is just, let's say this week, 5 years ago, take a look at my tweets and see what was I tweeting 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, that kind of thing. But I was saying Biden's faking his ass off. I didn't buy this diminution in cognitive ability. He wasn't lucid when he didn't want to be, and then when he needed to be, his ass was lucid. Just fakery all the way around, in my estimation. Even to this day, get the hell out of here. I don't want to hear a damn thing the guy has to say. And good morning, everybody. I do want to roll through organically. The less the less presidential he looks, because by design, that's by design, if you're paying attention to the national narrative. But if your ass is in the state of Florida paying attention to what he did this legislative session with Republican leadership, 100% flying colors. Did you watch that video of what these left-wingers, and Dan Le Batard, I may not have mentioned this, his ass is gay. Talented writer, talented sports writer, Cubano, conflicted in some ways because he knows damn well what these communists did in Cuba. He knows how his parents feel. He knows about that broader community of his, but his ass is gay. And that makes a difference because, and it's like, hey, some of the Russians have taken advantage of this. I noticed in Putin's speech, he was talking about all this LGBTQ crap. It certainly doesn't fly in the Muslim world. In much of the world, we are seen as this place of freedom where these people can hop their ass out and insist on X, Y, or Z. That's a problem around the globe. And the fact of the matter is, it's a problem here. Most people don't want to see that crap paraded in our face. They don't want to see these damn displays at Walmart or Target or something about the LGBTQ month coming up. Get the hell out of here. But that's where we are. And this is the thing, when you live in the land of the free, and we do, you get this kind of stuff, and you get adversaries who try and harp on the division. You try and make it more than it is. You try and push people to go with an agenda ordinarily they politically never would go with, because it's just too damn far. Any idiot can see it's too damn far. Yet they pay them to go too damn far. Again, this is why I have contempt Russia and China. I don't want to hear any Russia or China crap because they are the ones paying for this foolishness. They are the ones paying, I guarantee you, secretly, for these people to go too damn far. No, it's never been about race. They've seen, they know. I've said before, you know, Black Americans are quintessentially Americans. You know, all of this ideology crap. Can we make some money? I want to make some money, and that's basically the Black approach. And really, you can see it how we foolishly not move forward, you know, in a constructive, logical way in terms of how to build our community and how we've been taken advantage of as a community. It's our fault. It is nobody's fault but ours. But ideology ain't our thing. It's just, okay, what team am I on? That's our thing. And they've taken advantage of that. Yeah, I played that video just so you could see that is real. They were sitting there talking as if DeSantis has crippled the agricultural industry in this state. Look, that E-Verify is real. A lot of people are going to have a problem with that, but have we not been calling for that? Have we not? And if we have to pay a price for that, are we not ready to pay that price? Rights and responsibilities, crosses to bear. Yeah, it's pure propaganda bullshit. I mean, they played it and they have a largely leftist audience, even though it's a sports crowd. And they're going to buy it hook, line, and sinker. They're not really going to even think about it until they get to thinking about what the man was talking about, the incredible legal team Disney has. How stupid must you be as a Floridian to sit up there and think these California motherfuckers have the best lawyers? Really? Really? They're spouting some United Kingdom bullshit and you think these are the best lawyers? Dumbass. Yeah, they're in trouble. DeSantis made the right point. He bitch slapped them. They've shut the hell up because they know damn well DeSantis has popular support, not by a little bit, humongously popular support. Flying Storm, I don't quite understand this Texas governor. He confuses me. He confuses me. A lot of these Texas legislators, they confuse me. I don't quite know. I do know they have a lot of Californians they've attracted, and they probably have been a target, Texas, far more by these Californians, political agitators, than Floridians have been. So it could be that Texas has had a more difficult battle on the subterranean, but they confuse me. I don't, you know, it's for what we know Texas to be. And then you see the governor, it confuses me. Texas definitely confuses me. I mean, Patrick basically, didn't Patrick say, you know, Patrick could go off in a 100% kind of way. But he said they're all criminals. They are all criminals. And okay, that may be a little bit much. But CanCon probably was stoned. Can't you just picture him having a little bit of the munchies, opening up this damn bag? We could make quite a scene, couldn't we? You know, my wife's from the world of theater. We could really generate quite a scene with this product in CanCon. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Dina. Yeah, they were. It was good. It was good. I felt like last night Defected was a show I could recommend to some family members. Hey, if you got some time, just kick back, casually watch this show. and see what you think. Because they raised a lot of subjects. They just went boom, 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 boom. And nobody to run. Yeah. Here's the thing, Diana. I'm in agreement with you. I am 100% Donald Trump 2024. I think Ron DeSantis is 100% Donald Trump 2024. They're on a mission. He's playing a role he's been assigned, and he's playing it well. Again, all you have to do is look at the Florida legislature and what the governor was able to accomplish. And then I defy you to go look at any other state and what the governor and the legislature was able to accomplish and see if, does it compare? Really? I mean, he took on one of the biggest corporations in the world in Disney. Not blinking a little bit, brought the legislature along with them in opposition to all the damn Democrats. Man did his job. The thing, Diana, Trump, again, this is my thing. I even tweeted about it. And you say, why is he calling him Rob? Trump does stuff like this. He comes up with these great names, the sanctimonious, you know. I love it. I love it. I just think we have to understand who our president is. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to have a 2024 election. A lot of disagreement on how we get there, and a lot of disagreement, in my opinion, on, you know, the military is the only way. Yeah, no, the military is not the only way. Crucial, but not the only way. Yeah, illegals, it's one of the difficulties. I mean, we've wanted this, but there is look, I've interacted with some of these Hispanics in different ways, some who may have been illegal, may not. How do you really know, other than you know damn well there's some illegals among them? But for the most part, these people are working. And I'm good with workers in this country. Your ass is working. I'm going to give you some kind of benefit of the doubt. If there's a process by which you can be legalized, I'm open to that. I'm about workers. If a man is working to provide for his family, I'm giving you some benefit of the doubt. It's another thing if your sad sack ass is sitting at home talking about benefits and I know my rights, and I get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. But if you're working, I can deal with you. Yeah, Vito, you were shocked last night with a local Fox channel talking about election fraud and providing the proof. A sea change is occurring. A lot of people know that a lot of bullshit is going on, and their job has required them to keep quiet. Fewer and fewer people are willing to just be totally silent. Abbott has taken a lot of Chinese money in land acquisition deals. Oh, he's conflicted. Kind of like the Georgia governor. O'Brien is saying not the Chinese, but the cartels. This is, look. I am so egotistical on this particular point, while recognizing my ass could be quite wrong. But I tell you, The after action report is almost certainly going to show you Chinese involvement, Russian involvement, cartel involvement, deep state involvement, CIA, factions, and then certain nodes within the FBI, like McCabe. They had a really interesting infiltration process, very successful. But yeah, it's one of the things when people sit up there and they're tweeting. I saw some guy tweeting saying the United States military is not fighting for you. Bullshit. Something has happened by which a process is underway that we are not meant to know in full involving the military. I think we do have some incomplete explanations when people are saying, hey, devolution has occurred, continuity of government, but you got Austin's ass out there doing X. You got Biden's ass doing Y. Blinken. There's a lot of stuff. But what I go back to is Christopher Miller, the November Fort Bragg event. That's number one on my list. And then Christopher Miller complimenting Pence. I don't know how people don't give 100% DAP to that. 100%. We should not be talking any yang about Mike Pence, period. And then I saw on Defected, again, yes, I know I'm rambling. Then I saw on Defected, a question came up, well, what about January 6th? And it's like, okay. Listen, the thing about January 6th is you just have to understand there were multiple plays on the chessboard the week of January 6th. Days before, days after, there were multiple plays. The enemy, our adversary, has agency. There were moves being made. It was very fluid, even in the aftermath. This is my thing about the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers. And, Donald Trump being asked at that town hall, are you going to pardon these January 6 people? Some of them mofos should not be pardoned because some of them mofos are essentially Chinese or Russian agents. A lot of them simply were taken advantage of as something of useful idiots. They meant well, but these people led them astray. Some of these people knew exactly what the hell they were doing and who was paying them. When you see these people come out in mass, flags, all this other kind of stuff that makes you scream Fed, you know damn well they're not feds. The feds aren't stupid as hell. They're wearing that garb to make you say Fed. We have to be more discerning than that. I mean, look, the Russians or the Chinese may be that stupid in terms of saying this is what we need to do, but hey, they've kind of sort of been proven right. X number of people do believe that bullshit. But no, the feds are not that stupid. It is an absolute tell when you see that. Those people are not feds. No, no. Yeah, and Dina, the thing in Florida, do I have to find this Ron Wilson? I may have to wait for tomorrow, but man, that Ron Wilson crap made me laugh. He was so freaked out at this town hall. And Ron Wilson, y'all may not know Rick Wilson. I'm saying Ron Wilson. It's Rick Wilson, Tallahassee lobbyist, influencer, Rhino establishment, globalist, all of this kind of crap. But that thing made me laugh at the town hall. I probably shouldn't go hunt for it, but damn, I want to hunt for it, man. I want to hunt. Oh, I shut it down. That's right. I'm gonna. I have to. I wish Rick Wilson. Let's see if it comes up. Yes, he reacts. Oh, goodness. I think this is it. The Lincoln Project. Let me see. Hang on. I got to, yeah, I have to share this. Before we get off today, I have to share this. Oh, goodness. Ads. Damn. Let me get these other two ads out of the way. Oh, God. Where is she? Yeah, let me do these two ads and then we'll close out with Rick. Yeah. What a thing. It just made me laugh so damn much. Okay. Are y'all worried about spike proteins and how they may impact your health? You should be. Are you looking for help but don't know what to do? You might be. Well, the Wellness Company has an answer in the form of their clean, pure, all-natural spike support formula developed by experts like Dr. Peter McCullough. The Wellness Company's spike support includes incredible nattokinase, dandelion root, black sativa extract, green tea, and Irish sea moss. Even better, the spike formula by the Wellness Company is vegan, gluten-free, and made right here in the USA, so you know that you can trust and rely on it if you are concerned about spike proteins. Buying American-made naturalistic ingredients of this quality separately costs over $100. The Wellness Company spike formula is only $65.99. Go to spikedefend.com to order spike support today and use promo code BADLANDS for 10% off. That's spikedefend.com, promo code BADLANDS for peace of mind if you are concerned about spike proteins. And you know, Kyle was saying he has some history with cannabis and somehow black sativa is related to cannabis. Like, what? Well, these young people be smoking some herb. I don't know, man. They just be smoking some herb. Okay, so closing out the ads, Kirk Elliott.
Silicon Valley Bank debacle demonstrated just how fragile our banking system can be. We don't know what the future holds, but history has shown us that physical gold and silver are a reliable store of value to protect your wealth. Don't let fear of the unknown paralyze you. Take the first step towards securing your financial future. Reach out to Kirk and his team at kirkelliottphd.com/badlands. That's kirkelliottphd.com/badlands.
Okay, now tomorrow, I am almost certainly going to have a lot of, well, some Bitcoin related material. This week, the biggest Bitcoin conference in the nation kicks off in Miami. Every year it's in Miami. And I want to do some Bitcoin related stuff. I'm even debating driving down there. I didn't get some tickets. I didn't try and get in on it. I had originally thought I would, but so much has been going on in my world, I just haven't. But I'm still thinking about driving down there. But let me do this Rick Wilson thing and see what y'all, just to get a flavor of what that town hall did in case y'all haven't seen it. I definitely want to show this on my program. So let me bring in bad boy Rick Wilson.
We're in a break now from the presidential town hall with CNN, Caitlin Collins, and whatever the fuck they thought they were going to get out of this, they instead have set a match to democracy once again. You are letting an insane person stand there and make people giggle and laugh when he jokes about rape. You make people giggle and laugh when he jokes about abortion, when he calls an African-American police officer a thug. This insanity should be pulled off the fucking air. Chris Licht, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is astoundingly bad for the brand of CNN. It's astoundingly bad for the country. And it's astoundingly bad, honestly, folks, for every other Republican candidate in the primaries. Wrap that shit up. It's done. You saw this tonight. You know you can't beat him on the stage. Everybody else, oars up. Time to go to work because he's going to be the nominee. This shit is unfucking believable. I've never seen anything like it. It is a disaster of the highest fucking degree.
Now look, okay. This is what we've had to battle in Tallahassee for years. Oh God. The thing is, I have to. Wasn't that fantastic? I mean, doesn't that give you an indication of just how much it hit at their core? And it was like, oh shit. This mofo is gonna come after us. Yes, yes, he is, damn it. I loved it. I can't begin to tell you how much I loved it. Oh man. Oh, Nancy Patriot, I'm cracking you up. Thank you. I'm in such a good mood. I said to people last week, over the weekend, the winning is really coming on strong. Yeah, Diana, the ads, and start with the ads. I don't like starting with the ads. G Money's going to be in Miami? Really? I might have to drive down there. I didn't even think about that. The panic is in his voice, isn't it? That's one of the all-time great reactions, you know. He knows. Rick is very experienced. He knows. He knows. The jig is up. They've lost control. Oh, it's just so great. Yeah, the Lincoln Project, again, in the after action report, the Lincoln Project, yeah, it's going to figure prominently. I just made your day. Thank you. Thank you. I had to get that in. I played it over and over. I don't know if you have to be a Florida boy or have some experience, you know, with watching Rick do his thing. But that was just too good. It was just too good. It was too good. It was too good. So I'm so thankful that we kind of kicked back. And again, I do want to compliment Kyle and Burning Bright on a very good show last night. And I do look forward to talking a little bit about Bitcoin more this week. Hopefully it won't be that I overdose you. But also, you know, they talk, I didn't, you know, it might be that we talk about Elon and this hire. Look, we have to be better than the left wing when we see people who may have associated with institutions we find in disfavor. Working people take jobs, they do different little things, and it's like they don't take on the taint of that institution necessarily. The fact that this woman, I saw some emotional reactions that disappointed the hell out of me. Elon Musk is not in the business of hiring dumbasses. He isn't. He is in the business of hiring people who have a demonstrated ability and then working their ass off. And if they can survive for 2 or 3 years, well and good. But they're going to work. And so he has not hired this woman for some kind of political trap. No, that woman's getting ready to work her ass off because he's getting ready to do a hell of a lot of stuff with Twitter. And I'll say again, we here at Badlands Media need to be ready for those opportunities that are going to be presented to us. You as an audience member, and hopefully a force for good and a good Lord. Why am I having a brain cramp? But I am. Good God, that is so funny. And you know, I'm 60 plus, and it's happening a little bit more now, and it frustrates the hell out of me. When you know you're having a quick little brain cramp, you know what the hell you're talking about and what you want to say, and it won't come. Force multiplier. All of us are force multipliers, and that's what Elon is in his entire Twitter service. They at Defected talked a lot about how, look, for years that was the primary intel operation. True. And the fact of the matter is, we've now taken it. I don't know that Defense Intelligence is using it as an intel operation. I don't think they need to. What we need it to be is what we need CNN to be: neutral. Allow us as first sovereigns to have our damn conversations in this country and around the globe. Okay? So, AJC, thank you. Thank you. God bless you too. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sign off and say that I hope to see you bright and early tomorrow morning for yet another edition of the Rattler Gator Report. Later, Gators.